Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about a comic book collector who bought an AF-15 and now feels absolutely nothing. This is a video that I saw a little while ago. I'm going to show you a clip here of what I'm talking about.
As many of you know, I bought my ultimate Grail in 2024 at heroescon, which is an amazing fantasy 15, the first appearance of Spider-Man. I picked that up in a 3.0 and I was over the moon with purchasing that piece. Now that I purchased that book, that it's in the collection, I don't know where to go from here. But lately something has shifted, and it all started once I acquired that AF-15. I feel like you know, in Grand Theft Auto, after you beat like the main mission, you still have access to the map and you could go around like doing side quests and stuff like that. That's how I feel. I feel like I've beaten the game and then I'm on these side quests, but I don't even know what the side quests are.
So in this video, this guy talks about his feelings. Like, he just bought one of the most expensive comic books he ever has. It may have been the most expensive. And now he feels this like nothingness, this hollowness, this emptiness of what comes after a purchase like that. A couple years ago, I did a video about the evolution of a comic book collector. And in that video, I kind of talked about how it kind of starts off fun and, you know, innocent, and then it kind of evolves into getting more expensive books until eventually you get something like an Amazing Fantasy 15. And there really is no going back after that. This guy obviously talked about how he bought some original art, which seems to be the new fad, and how that didn't even last long. It was that chase of going after that book that kind of kept him going and kept him excited about this collecting hobby. I've had these exact same feelings. Obviously, I do not have anything as expensive as that, thank God, that I never got that far in. I spent $4,200 on one comic book, which was ridiculous, and I lost thousands on that. But I look at this video, I look at this guy, I hear him, and I know what he's feeling. Buying this stuff does not buy you happiness, and it does not buy you satisfaction. This is a very, very sad, inconvenient truth, according to Al Gore, where we aren't just created and designed and made to be these buyers and these consumers and these people that just spend to get satisfaction. This is something that I've unfortunately realized over this past year, that I was buying things to make me feel happy. I was not happy in my job 4 years ago, and I would buy things to basically be therapy, you know, retail therapy, to get that dopamine, to just get me through the next week. And it did for a while, for a season, but it quickly became, it did not give me any kind of fulfillment. And I really have started to ask, you know, what am I living for? Why do I do anything? Because the numbers, you know, they go up in the bank account, and it's a dopamine hit for 2 weeks, you know, for every 2 weeks, and then it just goes away. And then you're just chasing again. It's that never-ending chase. Now, some people say, you know, he was. This is motivation. This is your drive to do things, and I think that is definitely a part of it. But when I look back, and the reason why I was buying expensive comic books, the reason why I was buying expensive statues and things, it wasn't purely out of just, oh, I gotta have this. It was a self-help. It was a, I'm doing this to try to complete part of me that's missing. And I hear that from a lot of people, you know, where they're buying things to rekindle their childhood things, their nostalgia. I'm not totally convinced that collecting things is not part of some form of healing of trauma. Like, I think that a lot of collectors probably had some sort of like childhood issues, some sort of childhood trauma, and it is some form of like stability or some sort of memory of the good feelings. I'm not saying this is the case here, but it definitely is for me. I realized that, but listening to this guy talk about this AF-15, I mean that was it. It was a pretty shallower video. I mean, it was only like a 4-minute video. He didn't really get into too much of his feelings. He just kind of talks about, how what next and stuff. But I think what's really happening is something deeper. Is he's realizing without realizing that this does not give you fulfillment. And he's obviously well off financially, and I've done pretty well as well. But I would say one of the things I've really seen is people that don't have a lot want to do anything to get something because they don't have it. Speaking like I am is coming from like a place and a position of having things, and then having this epiphany or this realization only came after having the things. So the people that are watching this video or thinking like that don't have anything are like, yeah, that's coming from a place of you have something. I don't have anything. And I get that. The people that have nothing or have little are some of the purest souls that I know. And they are the most giving people I know. I mean, these people will give you their last dollar, their last $2, to do something for somebody else. And I can't say that I've lived my life like that. I mean, I haven't given much of anything to anyone. I've taken a lot, and it's time for a change in my life, and just watching videos like this. It doesn't. I mean, I'm sure that guy didn't even consider things like this when people watch stuff. But honestly, I watch videos and I see things a little bit differently now. I just see grown men lost and in pain and questioning why the promise that was made to be a consumer, to be a buyer, to be a money spender, a money earner, doesn't give them the fulfillment that they thought it would. And I hope that this video reaches some of those people and makes them realize that there is more out there. There is more to life than that. And you are not defined by the pile of money in your bank account, the pile of money in your brokerage account. The money is never enough. It's never enough. And all the trips and the buying and the spending, it's good for a season, and then it leaves you feeling like that guy did. Sorry to get a little bit deep in this video, but I mean, this has been how I've been feeling, how I've been thinking, and man, that video, that guy probably had no idea that he was going to get a reaction like this if he even watches this, but that's what I got from that. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If at any point in time you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like this video, subscribe for more. Take care.